Are you committed to learning every single day? The truth is, some of us are leaders, some of us are followers, but the answer to the first question is much more important because we can change the trajectory of our lives if we understand that we can learn from something. Every experience we have, every interaction, every conversation, we can learn something. And no matter your experience, you can absolutely learn something from every single person in the room, especially at these brokerages that have a ton of agents and a ton of diversity and thought. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, Real Estate Agent Playbook, helping real estate agents win every single day at the game of real estate. Please like, comment, subscribe, throw me a review on the podcast, and we're going to get right into it because this is something that has completely changed my mindset and the trajectory of my business is learning from all of these agents in my organization. They have zero experience. They're maybe green as can be, and they come in and I can learn something from every conversation I have. And it is my goal that every mastermind and every conversation, I learn one thing and I take one thing that can change my business. And having that mindset has really made me step back and understand that I don't have to be the smartest person in the room. I can just be a collector of great things and I can still provide, my 2 cents. And, I hope that every time I speak in a mastermind or, in a group setting or, in a one-on-one conversation that someone learns something from me. And that has really resonated with me and allowed me to understand that I don't have to do it all. I don't have to be a jack of all trades because I can just collect. I can be a collector and I can be a resource because of the things I learn from other people every single day. So as an agent, we oftentimes have, a lot of pressure to do all of the things, right? We have to lead generate and we have to, balance the finances and we have to close the transactions and we have to do marketing and we have to do all of that. And that's absolutely true. When you're first starting out, you got to wear all the hats. But the fact that if we're just trying to, be a part of meetings and do this and, I'm running meetings and how that goes, if we're not taking the time to learn, we're just going to duplicate it all with our own research and check out YouTube or whatever. So why don't we be present and actually collaborate as a group, with the stuff we're already doing, the meetings we're already doing, and understand that when someone's talking, they have something valuable to take from every single piece of it. Questions they ask. When new agents ask me a question, that maybe means that I wasn't presenting clearly, so I can tweak that. Or maybe they have some crazy idea that I hadn't thought about. This was one thing that separated me from, other people in the industry when I was first coming up, right? I would constantly ask my dad about different ways to write contracts and be creative. And, sometimes he's like, no, you can't do that. That's illegal. That's okay. We're just trying to, push the boundary and understand how to better serve our client by writing a contract in a different way. The number one thing I think about as real estate agents is we have these deadlines and we're so tied to these deadlines. The truth is we don't have to have all the deadlines in the contract if we don't want them, right? The deadlines just protect your client. Obviously, as a buyer's agent, you write these things in the contract to protect your client. But has anybody really ever terminated a contract for the new loan application deadline in the state of Colorado? Probably not. Most of those things are almost completed. They just need the contract. So why do we need that deadline? You never know, right? And so then you have your other deadlines and we can go into it and it's state specific. But have you ever thought about that and the deadlines of, having to be in there because we're so conditioned to make sure they're all there. But if your client is free and clear of that deadline already, why are we putting it in contract? So little things like that, thinking outside the box, asking the questions and having those conversations to see how we can better serve our clients is absolutely a must. And you don't have to do all the things. You just have to ask all the things and observe all the things as you grow up in the business. And there's so much, in the real estate world, the personal brands, and this is the luxury agent, that's the top producer and all of that. And when we put the pressure on ourselves to do all of the things, that's when things get missed. That's when we kind of put ourselves in a box, and that's when we stop exponentially growing our business because we're comfortable with the status quo, our income's nice, and we're fine there. But the truth is, if you're always wanting to improve and you're looking to maybe make an exit strategy or whatever, you need to continue to level up your business. Not to mention, we got to keep up with inflation because that stuff ain't ever going to be under control in the near future. I'll tell you that right now. So with all that said, I want to give you some caution. Always show up and lead with value. Okay, don't be the person in the room what's like, well, I don't have to be the smartest person, so I'm just gonna sit in here, little meek self, and take notes. That's not what we're talking about here. The more you give, the more you get back. The more present you are, the more you get back. My word of the year is presence, so this is something I'm really working on, and this is really where that came from, is be present in the moment. And if you have to be in this meeting with this new agent, which is great, I love all my new agents, hi out there, not saying anything bad, but I'm gonna try and learn something from that agent, learn something about them, learn something that, they bring to the table that maybe I don't. And maybe they're an asset that I can incorporate in my business, or I have a referral for them that they can serve better. If I'm constantly leading with value and showing up, it'll easily be reciprocated by all of these great agents that are in my organization, especially, or agents that are not, that are just asking me, for the self-audit. Hey, can you help me audit my business? More than happy to dig in. I love problem solving. I love making little tweaks to absolutely help people change their lives through this industry. So if you're interested in that call, check out that link below. No obligation. Let's just jam out for 30 minutes about your business audit, really what you're doing, your marketing strategies, and that. Maybe we can make a couple tweaks and make you an extra 6 figures next year. And so here's the deal. If you can set back, obviously I'm huge in the personal standard space, set those personal standards and definitely meet those and exceed those expectations every day. Your personal standards are very important, but then maybe set a secondary standard of collaboration. Hey, I'm gonna collaborate, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna be a part of this mastermind. It may be about something I'm not even on my radar. I'm gonna take notes, maybe that goes on the back burner, but it's over there for my creative, time in my business. I always say, 80 to 85% of your time should be spent in the core foundation of your business, but you always have time for 15% to try and tweak other things. You never know, that could hit and could become a part of your foundation. So be present, ask those questions, learn from whoever you can learn from, and just set that standard. Personal excellence, collaborative excellence, to be honest with you, is what we could call it. And you will be surprised that if you become the wealthiest person in the room, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. If you're in the room, you can take so much from every single person that's in the said room and build that, incorporate it. You can't do shiny object syndrome. I've fought that, where I'm just gonna try everything. You gotta stay the course, you gotta stay in your lane, but then maybe there's something that you pull from that. Maybe there's something you can do. I love, pairing people, especially like referral partners and things like that, with helping them build their business. So if I can make a connection, that's great for me. That meeting was worth it because I made a connection, helped somebody over here build their business. And now when they have a referral from me, they're gonna think of me because I'm constantly trying to help them build their business. So that's all I got today. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to be the wealthiest person in the room. You just have to listen, be open-minded, and take notes, and you will absolutely get to your goals and win every single day at the game of real estate. Please like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one. Bye-bye.